Welcome everyone to the 12th Omnia Podcast. I'm Ask, I'm one of the leaders of Omnia.
I'm a boxjongen. I'm a admiral in Omnia, and I got 200 almost 2 years ago.
Hi, I'm not the owner, also known as owner, and I'm a gamer in Omnia.
Hello, my name is Ryuk, and I'm a recruit in Omnia.
Hello, I'm Sal the Bobatron. I'm a commander in Omnia.
Hi, I'm Saraki. I'm a captain in Omnia.
Cool. So, first question we have, mostly aiming at people that haven't finished, but I think Max, your opinion could also be good on this.
I mean, I'm still skilling, so yeah, I guess.
That's true. How has the front page being full changed views on methods or going for 200 mil?
Well, why don't you go first? I think you are the person who is like going for 200 all the most at the moment. Well, Sal's also going hard.
Yeah,
but,
Sal is as well. I feel like the sense of urgency is reduced now. With the front page being open, people want to really push for it as quick as possible to get those ranks, whereas now people are happier taking like a diversion and doing PVM for a bit, or going and doing methods that aren't necessarily as efficient but could be more enjoyable for them.
Yeah, I would agree on that. My main motivation was, of course, getting a top page finish for 200 mil. So yeah, I could see, like, if I had to go to 200 mil again now, I would definitely not be as motivated because yeah, the top page is full and like what not really what's the point, but that was definitely a big point in getting 200 mil for me.
Pretty much, but I don't see myself getting into it to the top page even if I had the chance, because I'm pretty much a more consistent guy.
You're neat though.
No, I wish. No, it looks, but even with the new skill out, I don't see myself getting top page regardless, but I have still go like, I don't know, probably the top 50.
I think the new skill also has the potential to allow people that maybe got second page or are very close to 200 mil now to maybe nab a higher rank.
Yeah, for sure.
I do, because of the guys who got top page, basically in my opinion, are pretty much like developed a different lifestyle. And now that they heard about the new skill, those who did it obviously probably are just like, it's gonna be really hard for them to like make space to play the game in order to maintain their ranks. Some mentioned they're gonna do the skill, but they're not gonna they're just not gonna play it the same way they did before.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for me, just the atmosphere in the like HLC and the clans is so different because like when I started playing a lot, it was in 2020, which like August 2020, which had the like two factors of like COVID and so many people finishing, and like people were also motivated to play. Like at least for me, I was motivated to play because I became friends with a lot of people who were going for 200 mil also. Like there was that intense competitive atmosphere, which made it fun to just like grind a lot, even if you weren't personally going for 200 mil. So that just like sort of made the atmosphere like feel more competitive. And yeah, it's just very different now. It's a lot more laid back.
Didn't we have fantasy as well that year? Not sure what the month was, but I think we had fantasy somewhere around like mid 2020.
Yeah, we like around April, we had that was like the last
That was
Final
earlier.
Fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it was around that time. Yeah, it was 20. The grand finals was the 11th or the 6th, 2020.
Okay.
I think it was the biggest.
Yeah, it was sort of early to mid 2020.
Yeah, because of COVID, most likely.
Yeah, that time was so fun, man. I played so much, doing driftnet during all of fantasy pretty much. Shit fragged.
Really nice.
Ooh.
Well, for me, I don't think it has any impact because I'm like so early into my skilling phase at least.
What's your HP?
We don't talk about that. It's sub 2k.
Come on, man. Come on.
I mean, everyone's died somewhere.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I have no rush for anything. I do what's fun at the moment.
So it's a good way of going about it. I mean,
It's a good approach, early approach.
my whole thing has been I do the methods I find fun. If they're not the most efficient, so be it. I'm happy to eat the hours. I play this game to have fun. I have other things I do in my life. I work, I do other things. I'd rather not view RuneScape as a second job.
But I will still try other methods to see if I find it enjoyable or not, and then I make a final decision.
Sure, like I'd always like to at least try the method, and if I don't enjoy it, I don't enjoy it. I'll find one that I do.
What was the method that you didn't enjoy recently then? Do you have any examples of something you tried out but just wasn't for you?
Well, it's not really recently, but DriftNet, I really enjoyed it at the start, and I got sort of 15, 20 mil in, and I just didn't want to do it.
It's pretty boring sometimes, but
I
it's
swapped
so good
it up.
the HP though.
It is.
Compared to like the other skills. I mean, you kind of get 1-to-1 for it, but compared to doing 2-tick swordfish and black chins, it's so much better.
Oh, for sure. I just decided, I think it was at that point that I just decided if I don't enjoy it, I'd rather not force myself and burn. I would rather just do something maybe a little less efficient but be consistent and just launch it through that, and it's worked so far for me.
Yeah, you're doing a good job, man.
It's got to keep consistent. Anyone else want to, any other topic or points on this?
I don't think Ryuk has said anything on this, or am I tripping?
No, I haven't said anything. I'm so far away that it doesn't really matter for me. The only thing I care about are like individual skill ranks, because top page is just not gonna happen for me anyway.
Yeah, but top H in individual skills is also gone, or do you just mean like a nice rank?
Just a nice rank, like a double or in some cases even triple digits.
Yeah, I think top 100 has closed on all skills now.
RC too?
I'm fairly sure RC.
Yeah.
RC is close with 100. I'm getting like I think like 103 or 104.
Okay.
But it's like some skills you can't even get top 1k anymore. You can't even get a triple digit unless you.
Yeah. I mean, that was already close with cooking when I did it.
Cooking.
I got like 9
now.
something. Jeez.
Give me a second. I looked at this the other day. Cooking was like 2 point something k.
Jeez. I finished it in like 2021, I think, and I got like 970 because I didn't want to get to 1k.
Yeah. So as of 4 days ago, Cooking has 2,376 people with 200 mil.
Holy.
The next highest is Thieving with 720.
Damn. That's also a lot, Thieving.
And then it goes Strength, and then Ranged.
Shocking. PVMers.
Farming's quite high, 647. Firemaking, 674. And then it just drops down to below 500s for the rest.
I think mining is equivalent with Slayer. I don't think so.
Mining's 125, Slayer's 115.
That's crazy.
But yeah, the difference between that and like Cooking, for example, was wild. Cooking was my first 200 mil, and it still isn't a 3-digit.
I think it's gonna be still like, I don't know, barely 100 people getting mining if it wasn't for VM. And
oh, for sure, yeah.
VM is the godsend, especially for people that either don't enjoy or can't do tick minute for long periods of time.
I mean, personally, if I was like, if I had low EHP, probably I would just go for volcano mining because of how much money you can make with alts, and it's just so AFK. There's no point doing 3-tick 4G anymore if you need money.
Nothing like legs on desk and playing Rune Dragon ults.
I don't think that's true, actually. I think it's better to do like duo lavas and 4G than to make money 404 and do VM. I think you save more hours with Granite over over that on RC.
Oh yeah.
I mean, personally, for me, I can do VM while at work.
Yeah, you have
And
a different
it's-
situation than most. Yeah.
If I hear the ding, I click the client. If I don't, I ignore it. And come the end of the day, I've got 400-500k mining done. It's
Easy.
gone very quickly without really sort of feeling like I'm doing the skill, which is nice considering how long of a skill it is.
I still did some VM. Like I think 20M of mining was from VM because I wanted to do more alt to provide more money to do other viables.
VM being as viable as it is, especially with potential future updates, which we'll talk about in a little, is nice because there are certain skills that you either do sort of the efficient method or like intensive one, and then there's like big jumps down between the XP per hour, but VM's fairly close to Granite, which is nice.
It's nice that there's an in-between. There's
Yeah,
something that can fill the gap between something
it's not like Granite
very
to
click
MLM.
intensive.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have Blast Man. Come on.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I completely
method.
forgot that was a thing.
And it is fun, but it's
If I speak, I'm
It's
a bit
it's
dumb.
fun for like 20 minutes, and then it's shit.
they made it better. Like they put the place is really immense, and now there's like bank chests everywhere instead of just one bank chest. So like,
Okay.
but before you only had one patch to do it because of the chest.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Okay, I think we'll move to the second question, if everyone's happy.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep.
I feel happy.
Second question is probably the biggest one. What do you think about the new updates that are coming this year? So new skill, forestry, and the DT2 pres. I know they're sort of up in the air at the moment, but the potential for skilling and or PVM pres. Max has
Ooh.
probably got quite a strong opinion.
Well, of course, new skill is very scary in a way, but I'm very excited for new skill since I'm in a position now to make content out of it, and I can probably just play all day when the skill comes out. So that is probably a bit biased, but I'm a big fan of new skill, and I'm very happy that it's sailing because the other ones were not bad, but I would be kind of sad if fucking shamanism got the most votes. That would be very power creep and would probably buff all of the other skills. So sailing is definitely the safest in terms of like maintaining the meta for other skills. But then we have forestry, and that might just ruin all the other skills with the fucking T boost. So yeah,
What do you mean?
I do like forestry. It's a very cool idea, but just skip all the rewards, man. Just give me a log basket and maybe some other things. Then I'm happy.
Not biased at all.
What do you mean?
As long as it buffs
UAM
1.5K.
speedrun.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be worth even on UAM speedrun because you have to get your own leaves probably, and that is just going to lose you time. So that's not the problem. But I just think it's lame that you like main HP would just be like having an alt with a T boost and the campfires and just following you around the game. That's going to be cringe.
Might as well call the game T-scape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the forestry, like 1.5 techniques are it's like one of the most like sort of sacred like HLC methods now. It's got like the most competitive records and stuff, and ooh, yeah, I don't know. That could get pretty gross, like with the forestry stuff, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the records.
I mean,
after that,
it would raise the skill gap for it, but I don't know, it's just lame.
yeah, it's gonna be weird. Like we'll have to see how it pans out, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be very different.
I think from memory, in its proposed state, the T buffs would be between 5 and 8% higher XP per hour on every gatherer.
Yeah, but what do the T's do again? Do they just like boost your
It's
visual level? But does that even do anything post 99, or if it's higher than plus
it
3?
depends on the skill.
If it's invisible, it could be huge for certain methods.
Yeah.
It would be effectively like having the woodcutting guild bonus everywhere.
Yeah,
wood
like all from
cutting. Yeah, it would kind of, well, it would change quite a lot. I think someone worked out to be like 500 hours off 200 mil,
500.
something like that.
Gee.
But yeah, again, they presented these ideas with this is what we think we'll do, and then haven't said anything for 2 months.
Yup.
And the thing that people, well, especially skillers, want to know about are these teas, because they presented a very loose idea of what they could be, and then haven't said anything. And it's kind of worrying that they're just going to go, it's being released tomorrow, here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget the tertiary effects, such as getting
That was
faster
stupid,
growth.
man.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I don't know. That's
It
just too
feels
much.
very much like they had a good idea and people went, that sounds cool. And then instead of them going, okay, we'll leave it there, they just kept adding and adding and adding and adding. And now it's got to the point where it's too much.
Yup.
Everything's going to be forestry.
It's kind of nice that they're implementing activities to for like mostly gatherers so that people can interact together.
Yeah, the idea is
But,
very, very cool, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the idea is very good. Ideally, it's I don't know. I personally think it's a matter of time for the game to be like every skill is gonna have like a group activity. But I don't know. I just like everyone said. I just don't feel like there's no point. Like there's so many rewards for forestry.
Mm-hmm.
Some I like it, some I don't like the teas. And then there's like this pouch, cloth. What is it called? Like the cloth pouch,
Yeah, something
which
like
is
that.
basically like it's kind of nice to have like the lumberjack in that pouch, so you don't have to like kind of change, gear all the time. But I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea because then people are gonna be probably asking for like, hey, what if we want to add more of the other skilling outfits in that pouch? And then they'll have to do like depending on the skill, like I want to put that the graceful outfit and just do agility for it, in a way. And then it's just gonna be like an overpowered pouch in that situation.
Yeah, but it doesn't stack.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think what they've said already is the like outfits don't really stack, so you can't wear wood cutting and fire making, and you won't get a buff on that.
Yeah, but I don't know how it works with graceful, because if it works with graceful, then everyone's just gonna be wearing graceful and having the cloth pouch thing, so that's gonna be even worse. Because I don't personally think that skilling outfits are an issue. I think they'll mostly look cool and efficient if you're skilling in like angler or something. But the graceful is what needs to go, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like all the graceful clones.
Disease.
Yeah, as long as they make it so you can't put graceful in and then wear woodcutting, or like the other way around. I think moving away from everyone looking identical is a nice way. I'm not saying that going all the way that RS3 has with overrides is the best route, but just having it so like there are people that have certain fashion scapes that they like to wear and are more known for, and allowing that to be what they wear when they skill is probably, well, in my opinion, a nice thing. It's a bit of quality of life.
Yep.
If anything, that pouch will have more people wearing graceful, because people they don't realize is we've grown up, like things have changed. There's no more, oh, I'm playing for fun. Yeah, people play for fun, but people will also try to min-max everything.
We're playing efficiency
at this
scape.
point. Everyone's trying to play very efficient with their time. They have the free time. So if anything, that pouch with the outfits will promote even more graceful, because people will be like, oh, I waste less staminas or less energy potions.
I think they do need to make it so it doesn't stack with graceful as well. I think that's going to be.
Yeah, but is graceful a skilling outfit?
Technically it is. It's
technically
agility.
yes, but I think that they view skilling outfits as XP boosting
Yeah,
outfits.
that's what I think as well. So they mentioned no stacking with other skilling outfits, but yeah, does that include graceful? That's a big question mark still.
Yeah.
No, like if it comes out, it can be something people will be craving for, and then they will want it to be in the vote in the future.
Yeah.
The thing is, you got to remember if they put that to a vote, it's gonna fail. People are gonna want it to stack.
Mm-hmm. Just have all the skilling outfits plus graceful in and a fire outfit, whatnot, and just everything in one pouch at that point.
Yeah.
Just make the max cape have all of the skilling outfit perks. Why not?
Yeah, something bullshit like that will probably happen in a couple years.
Might happen.
Turn completion cape. Oh my god.
But they
that-
also kind of announced comp cape. What are your thoughts on that?
if it isn't 200 mil all in every cold log slot, then you can't call something. It's a bit like saying the max cape should be 80% of
Yeah, I
max
do agree.
levels.
If you say that 200 M all, then people will be like, I don't know, asking for easier ways to get to 200 M.
Yeah.
Like they did with the max cape. Because
Exactly.
now the max cape is like, what? It's not even 1K anymore to get max.
No, it's
Like
not.
less
It's
than that.
900 and something.
No, 771, man. Come on.
That is 71. Well, it's still less, but yeah, you get the idea. Like, the thing is, they're just gonna release capes like that. People are gonna crave for them, and they're just gonna be like, I want easier ways to get 200 M, like 20 M cooking per hour or something like that. But I don't know.
I think power creep is inevitable. It's just at what rate it comes into the game.
Yeah, but the game is already so easy, man. I think skilling doesn't really need more buffs. But
It is.
I wouldn't say it
think
needs
all the-
buffs, but I don't think new methods coming in is a bad thing.
No, that definitely isn't a bad thing. But I don't think Tournament all will like get any quicker over the next coming years. Like not by an insane amount, maybe a couple 100 hours.
You say that, but the DT2 pros, if they came in their current state, I think you posted some pretty insane XP per hour with using them.
For Slayer, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would speed up Slayer a little bit, but
The monthly Slayer buff.
yeah. But then again, that's just one skill. I don't really see like them making a new method that's gonna like outdo 3 tick 4G or outdo 1.5 tick ticks. That is just not happening, I think.
I think if anything, they would introduce something that was sort of 80-90% of those
just
methods.
VM for all other skills.
I don't think we're going to
basically.
get another Sepulchre jump.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Whatever for
insane.
the D2 players, is it gonna make PvP more exciting?
Will it? Weird topic.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think the DT2 prayers are that like important for skilling. It will speed up Slayer, but everything speeds up Slayer.
Yeah.
So yeah, and luckily the skilling prayers aren't in as of right now.
Yeah. I was a little sad that they just insta dropped them. They didn't even potentially look at them to see if they could tweak them slightly. Like, not saying that it should be. I'm not saying it should be what they proposed, but having something in there for skilling.
Like what? Do you have any examples?
No clue, honestly. I think a little more, considering it was something that they specifically put the effort into poll, and then to just not even spend any time looking at the feedback and saying, okay, yeah, those are overpowered. What else could we propose? They just insta drop them. But I think that's mostly because they just want to. They got a lot of stuff coming out soon. They don't really want to spend the time circling back constantly.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather them insta drop them than just make something.
Well,
totally
yeah, I'd rather them
Like-
drop them with a "we will look at this potentially again in the future" rather than just "nah, that's never going to happen."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, sorry.
I was going to say, going back more towards the new skill wise.
Yeah. I had something to say on that topic. Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
But yeah, I feel like what we talked about with the uncertainty on the new skill, like we were doing this podcast today, and like on their latest blog, sort of, it wasn't even like a blog post about the new skill. It was like more a blog post about their timetable, but it seems super super vague on like what you would actually do in the new skill as far
I
as what
mean,
they've
I think they
released.
don't even know.
I can give a little
Yeah.
bit of insights on that because I'm in the NDA group, but
We're the
they don't
lawyers.
really they don't really have a concrete idea yet. And I think we are gonna go in a couple calls in like a couple weeks with the mods, and then just talk about the things they come up with and the things we have to say about it, and then they will put that forward to the community later on.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's still a little bit fake, and I don't think they even know what they want to do right now. So we just have to wait and see, I guess.
You better not touch us.
I won't, man.
As long as it's not a viable or something like room crafting or agility, time wise.
They are like on the right track with the new skill, I think. But it's still difficult to like actually make a core gameplay loop out of sailing. It's not easy. But
Yeah.
luckily we have Gentle Tractor and Screed Munch who are like very good at making up ideas like that, and they definitely have a good idea of what could be the sailing skill.
Huh.
It's gonna
But
be interesting
yeah,
because because I think sailing is much better approached and like as an activity because you can like put other skills in that activity such as
yeah,
fishing, fire making,
yeah.
construction.
Wha-
But
one more thing.
seeing it as a skill is like gonna be really interesting to see.
Yeah, I think they already have like an overview. There will be like the primary skilling method, and then you have the like the secondary ones that are like a little bit more like away from the sailing skill itself. And then you have the third like layer, and that is like the fishing ones that you like you are on a boat, but you're actually not really training sailing. That is
Mm.
how they structured it so far, I think. So
I think
um,
that's fine. My biggest
yeah,
thing is I didn't want.
yeah, but that,
It's kind of biased from having some 200 mils, but I
no,
didn't.
it's not gonna happen.
I didn't want. Okay, you get 200 mil sailing, you get base 50 mils and
Yeah,
5
but
other skills.
the best way of training sailing will probably be just sailing, and then you have the extra activities on sea, like the fishing, like the mining, like the farming, and those will probably award you with very little sailing XP and more focus on the other skills. But you kind of have to see it as a world expansion and not as just a skill.
Yeah, I think it does
So
open
I
up.
think we are in good hands with like Gentle Tractor and Screed Munch. They are very talented at making those things.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like that could kind of relate to what we were talking about before, as in like having more in between methods that people like but aren't like overpowered. So that's not necessarily a bad idea if it just like adds more variety. Yeah.
I think as long as it's handled well and it's not insane bonus. Yeah, I think I only had 3 things I didn't want from the new skill. I didn't want it to be straight up viable. I didn't want it to be like RC runners, where the only sort of efficient way is to spend money on runners. And I didn't want it to have like wild bonus XP.
I mean, the runner thing is probably not going to happen, but we don't know anything yet
Yeah.
about how the how you actually like what you do on your
It's
ship.
like whoever has the most money can afford to like with DG just like buy floors and
Oh, yeah,
RC with buying
yeah,
runners. Like
yeah, it's not gonna be like that. I think.
It's gonna be in good hands. It's not gonna be like RC because RC wasn't viewed as a skill back then because it was like it was to fix a problem in classic since runes were really scarce, and then they just put rune crafting in RuneScape 2 to solve that problem, but it wasn't viewed as a skill, which was an issue. But they're not gonna do that anymore, so it's in good hands.
Yeah. Okay.
if everyone's happy, we can.
I have one more thing to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I think Gentle Tractor and Screed Monty made a ramble about sailing, and they released it today. So if anyone is interested in listening to them ramble about the skill, I think you can like find it on their Twitter or YouTube or something. So just want to put it out there. I haven't listened to it yet, but I think it's pretty good.
Cool.
Well, new skill. I don't know. Personally, I'm not against it. I feel like it will lack depth. As in, I don't know, what's a good example? It will lack meaningful interactions with the rest of the game. Because most people, what they see now, they see, oh, sailing, oh, you'll be on a boat, you'll just be boating around. I don't know. They see it as one method, as a one thing. You do this one thing, but people don't realize that every skill, or most of them at least, they're like a big tree. They have a lot of branches. They reach out to any other skill. Like farming interacts with herblore. Like going back to the whole bonus XP thing, it will happen. Now, to what scale will happen is ah, it's a weird. I don't know.
I think
But
sailing is pretty far removed.
If it lacks depth, it will be an empty skill. It will be you will require mini games later on down the line, which could be a bad thing for us, but it could be a good thing for them. Because hey, we're adding new shit that's related to sailing. Here we go. There's a mini game now that interacts with the sailing skill. It's scary. It's such an old game, and people got used to it with the way it is right now with 23 skills.
I think their hesitation to rush it is a really good sign. The fact that they are saying that it probably will be maybe even a beta at the end of this year is a good thing. I think I would rather them take 18 months to come up with something and it be introduced than them take 6.
Yeah, for sure. But aren't they pulling it, like according to their schedule thing, aren't they pulling it in like summer? Did I see that correctly?
They've put out so much stuff. I honestly haven't.
There's like a phase. There's a phase that's going like this upcoming May and June.
Yeah, but I think there was I think there was a poll like part in that, like that big image with all the colored blocks.
I think it was a survey. The poll at the moment's the bounty hunter.
No. I mean, can I find this real quick?
I put it in potty. I think that's the one you mean.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, it says a poll in July. Is that like the poll for the skill? Like the yes or no question for sailing?
I don't know. It could be, yeah.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, it kind of looks like it. Yeah. They have all those things in between.
That could just be the next poll in the skill flowchart thing that they were posting, saying that it's going to go from like each stage. So that could be the next stage poll, which isn't the final one.
Nothing has been released yet, so it's hard to tell.
From memory, that poll would just be the next stage of the process.
Fair.
It's very vague, just like the rest of the Galliner Gazette.
Yeah.
And then they just slide in some extra little bits of that. If everyone's happy, we can move on.
There's probably they mentioned before, like both shamanism and sailing were really, really close. So they might integrate shamanism as well if everything goes well. So
I think they've said that that's going to be after sailing. They're going to...
I don't think they're going to integrate it, but...
They're going to explore it, I think, after sailing.
Yeah. We'll definitely see another new skill in like 3 years.
Yeah.
That's kind of the good thing about sailing is that you can integrate like even upcoming skills as well into sailing.
I mean, it's just a world expansion that has a skill.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like the way you call it shamanism. It's just a little weird. I think shaman sounds better.
At this rate, if they do
Yeah.
every 2 years, I'm never gonna finish the game. Every time I get close, they're gonna release a new one.
Yeah, that's gonna
Let's
be
go.
shit, man.
Initially, a lot of people wanted to vote for it, but it's just they mentioned that most of the things you're gonna get are untradeable, and you have to like get it yourself to get XP. Not just like literally farming too. Buy one for sailing.
New fear unlocked, not being able to catch up.
Yeah.
I will say I'm happy a couple max caves are going to be removed
Yeah.
because I had a look earlier and we're above like 35k now, I think.
No way, really.
I think it would
So-
be interesting to see how many unique people have max capes, because I know that there are quite a lot of people with multiple.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I swear there was a JMod that used to do those sorts of stuff, but now, or hasn't for like a long time.
I think with Modlotti, but
Ah,
they
that was-
don't
that-
work at JX anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, we kind of need those things back.
it's nice to see like every now and again, like the pet numbers and the amount of
Mhm.
people with max capes and that sort of stuff.
And the playtime.
Yeah.
Tweet. Yeah.
Was it every 6 months or a year?
I think it was every year.
I think it was 6 months. A year. Yeah. Speaking
Yeah,
of speaking of max skip, I think they said you can use the max escape for a few days after the skill comes out. I think.
Nah,
No,
I'm
dude.
voting no
That's cap.
on.
I'm voting no. I think it's gonna be votable.
They
Just
they
really
did
nice.
put in the recent survey if you thought there should be a grace period for it. I think they're gonna judge interest on that and then potentially poll it if there is an interest.
Just get 99 again, and then you skill
Yeah.
easy.
Yup. Let's face it, it's not going to be a super slow one. It's
People
not
hate
gonna
playing
be,
this game, man.
But my nostalgia, man, you wouldn't understand.
It's probably gonna be like a good 100 hours for 99, I think.
Yeah, what I mean is it's not going to be like 30k an hour,
No,
40k an
of course
hour.
not.
Plays now.
Yeah.
Just imagine, man, just little 5k hour skill for 200 mil.
Yeah.
Or for 200 mil.
yeah. I mean, I feel like they wouldn't make it super fast because it's like the first new skill in forever, so they wouldn't want everyone to just
Yeah,
instantly
I think
get
it'll probably be
99, but it'll be somewhere in between.
a
for
couple of
sure.
100 hours to
Yeah, I hope
99, I
so.
think.
You will get faster though with
Yeah.
updates, mini games. People love their mini games.
Yeah, then
Sailing
obviously
Sailing Toad is 100% happening.
it'll probably just be part of the
No,
skill
no,
at first, who knows?
battleships, man.
Yeah.
It'll just be
Yeah.
battleships.
Or just the
I think
game
they're more-
battleship, you know.
More likely to add rates 4, I think, to sailing instead of a minigame.
Hmm.
Oh, that'll get the PPMers angry. They have to skill.
Man, just buy some more services.
They already got annoyed
seriously.
when they had to do mining for TOA.
Oh no, not 3 hours of mining. No.
Yeah. Oh no, I need 85.
When do you guys think the skill is gonna come out? I think the bet is gonna be like
Tail end of
probably
next year. Mid to late next year.
Yep.
No.
Late 2024.
It really depends on the polls at like the checkpoints in the new skill introduction. Because if it fails at any of those, God knows, it could be another 18 months after that.
Yeah, then it's 2025.
Well, like if sailing gets fully kicked back and we're back to picking a skill for them to refine, then yeah, it could be another 2 years. It just
Yeah.
really depends on those poll results.
I feel
I'll
like
be
the way-
honest. Go on. Oh, sorry.
Okay. I feel like the way it's going with the community and stuff, I feel like it's pretty unlikely that it fails too many polls at this
I
point.
agree
That's just
with
the
that.
feeling I get. Yeah, because it already failed so many. Well, they already took a few years to even have the idea of having a new poll, and other communities seems to be just more in favor. Even the HLC is more in favor of it. So if the HLC is in favor of having a new skill,
Yeah, but sailing
Well,
also has a lot of
relatively speaking.
haters. Like sailing, there are a lot of people that really like sailing, but there are also quite a few people that really hate sailing. So I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to get 70%, but I think
it
will
was
be.
a really close vote. It was
Yeah,
a few hundred votes away, wasn't it?
yeah, like
Yeah.
600, I think.
I think it was
Yeah.
closer than that between sailing and
Warding.
journalism.
Yeah, but I don't
Is
know.
if it's the big thing is if people are going to spike vote.
Yeah, like they need
It will
to make
happen.
probably, but they need to make sailing like a really like strong like skill in this upcoming period for the no voters to like turn around. Otherwise, I don't think we're making the 70% if they do like a poor job of hyping up sailing.
Yeah, I think they need to give something tangible because at the moment people are just going off what content creators are posting and the whole what if game and voting no on something like it. At the end of the day, if they do not give us anything and ask us to vote, it's on Jagex for not making it clear what the skill's going to be. Because people will vote on the information that they have, and if that information is wrong given to them by content creators, then yeah, I think Jagex do need to do a decent job of at least elaborating to the point of them saying, oh, okay, this is roughly what it's going to be, and answer the questions the community has.
Yeah, but I think they will do a good job, so who knows?
It's gonna take a long
Well,
time though. Yeah.
Well, this might be a bit tinfoily, but if they put that much effort and work into it, and they see that some people don't want it, and there's like they don't meet the numbers, I feel like they're gonna push it anyway. Like, I don't think they're gonna let people like fight over it for too long. Like,
Well,
it's good for them. It would be good marketing for them. Like, it would be really bad if it failed and back to scratch, back to the whole like, oh, here's the skill, here's 3 skills again, vote. I don't think they were gonna let it happen like that.
probably not. But the thing is, they could just add sailing as an ocean expansion and not make it a skill.
Yeah.
But what would even like if they go back to the drawing board and they have to make 3 new skills? Like what are they even gonna present?
What a mess.
Shamanism, because it was
Oh.
close.
Yeah, shamanism.
I guess they go back to shamanism then.
Shamanism and whatever gentle tractor gives him.
What was like the difference? What was the difference? Like 0.3?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
So they're gonna go back to it.
Barding.
Who knows? It can
Yeah,
be
Bard,
special
Bard.
skills.
Yup,
no.
I would like to see Bart. Bart is good.
Not this arc again, please.
1.5 tick Trombler.
Make it
Wait,
happen.
if they put trans, that's good. I'll vote for Barn.
Bart was such a good idea.
1.5 tick Beethoven, you know.
Adding a playlist in game, and then you put the playlist, you get XP.
God, if your
What is it,
game sounds
GTA?
on, being at anywhere near any bank is just going to be absolutely horrific.
Yup.
Man.
GTA
Long
custom
story short, we
radio.
don't really know, I feel like.
Right. Anyone got any more on the potential updates?
Let's go next.
Question 3. What are your guys' views on the direction that clients and plugins are taking? Especially with how they're sort of making the game quote unquote easier.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like
So
most of the things already like have happened. They don't really add crazy stuff anymore over the last year.
Menu entry swapper.
I mean, yeah, there was that big batch.
That was the last thing.
Yeah, there was
but after
that.
It's been pretty quiet.
But it's been expanded in a way a lot. Like the whole left click inventory, shift click inventory, and worn items. Like we thought that crossed the line for Jagex, right? And suddenly Adam is like, hey, suddenly this is allowed. You have left click on your mag ship now to go to the crafting
I
guild.
think that was mostly because Jagex wanted to put down that no unauthorized third-party client rule, and they realized that they had to give something, an incentive for people not to go and seek the clients out. So they allowed that list of features to be enabled, like the 25-minute logout timer and setting left click on worn items and like the more in-depth party plugins.
And like the rune crafting plugin is basically like
Yeah.
the steroid
Rune
plugin
crafting
at
is
this
good.
point. Yeah.
Literal crafting is literally all left click.
I mean,
I'm
That's
all
pretty
for it,
sad.
honestly. Like rune crafting, I don't think I can imagine myself like the whole like right click empty business. And to be honest, watching old clips of people skilling rune crafting, it was all AHK. Literally, just you hear the keyboard enabling the AHK in the background to empty pouches.
I mean, that was gaming back then, man.
Is it? How is it any different? Like at that point, just let us swap it.
Yeah, I do agree somewhat with you, but some swaps are a little bit too far. Like left click teleporting, like it's not that hard to right click a teleport every now and then.
there's I think there's a level of quality of life that there are some things which are just extremely handy, and like with the rune pouches, that's just a nice addition. But then there are things that just are a little too far, if that makes sense.
It just kind of reminds me of the time when shift dropping was pulled, and we were all like, "This
Oh.
is the most broken thing on planet Earth." And now
Oh
you want to
my
get a
God.
quest cape and you click blue for 60 hours or however long it takes.
Yeah, that is also quest helper is also pretty strong.
Yeah,
I
think
remember.
that was out before the changes to the client, if I remember right. I think
Yeah.
it did. Absolutely busted. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's busted.
Honestly, just add back left click con. That's all I want.
I was gonna say
no.
there are some plugins previously that were I think a little too far, but I think that left click con's probably the one that people seem to want back the most.
Dude, construction is not hard.
Yeah.
I think you just need to grow up, man. Left click con was so not needed.
Yeah, I mean, I was just shit posting by saying
Yeah, I
that,
know, but
but
some people
no,
really
it's
do
true.
want it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a skill fault. Like that's a like no skill issue as in the person, as in like the actual skill is like has an issue that there's no really easy way to.
What
But
do we mean?
I don't know.
as in
Right
I
click,
don't know, the whole
left
just
click is not hard.
sitting at a table, right click, left click, right
Yeah,
click, left click,
it's
hold
pretty
1-6,
weird.
1-6,
It
or
was
1-4,
quite
whatever you
funny
do.
watching when that announcement came out, the amount of people that suddenly had the urge to do con.
Yeah, huge coincidence, clearly.
Yeah, current
I
top
liked
just
right
got
click
filled.
on.
I've been enjoying it. Personally, con isn't the most engaging skill in the world.
You
But
definitely need something on the side.
yeah, I've been aiming for 5 mil a week, and if I do that, it's done by the end of the year. And
Nice.
it's I haven't really noticed it go by. It's just not something I really enjoy, but there isn't really an alternative. I'm not doing mahogany homes,
Yeah, I was about
and
to
if
say.
I'm gonna I think that's what similar to what Ona said. The skill itself has sort of one training method, which is just build and remove furniture. It's not like mining where you have the granite and the VM and the blast mine where they're essentially very, very different.
The mahogany homes are kind of the VM, but the XP per hour is just like not good enough.
Not even close.
Yeah, it's like 1/4.
I think that's the reason a lot of people don't talk about construction, because it may be for some a horrible training method, but the fact that it's super fast makes up for it, and people don't complain about it. It's the redeeming feature pretty much for construction. So clients, left click on, nah, not needed. But
I hope that they don't keep adding more and more stuff.
About manipulating the interface, like the mini map, moving the inventory box.
It's like
it kind of helped me with the prayer.
Yeah.
When the first release, it was
It's
so
just
funny.
Make prayer so easy. Prayer is just like literally a Fortnite skill now.
Yeah, you can
Thanks, Sam.
move the invent.
Yeah, you can completely foot pedal prayer now.
Yeah.
Like you just hold F1 or whatever you have for inventory and just spam left click on the last bone
I mean, you
above the
still need to
altar.
get more bones, but yeah.
Yeah, but you
Using the
understand.
bones, yeah.
It's like you can
You're
foot
playing
pedal
Gem Knight.
the iron rocks now with the mining change. Or the
That
rock
clip.
change that happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
if you line up the 3 rocks at the mining guild with the camera in specific way, you can drop the iron ore and click
Or do you
the rock to mine it at the same time.
you don't get a red click anymore on empty rocks, or
No.
can you just
No,
like
because
you
they
drop
removed
it for them.
the prospect aspect of it, so
Ah,
you can menu entry swap it pretty much, so you don't like
Okay.
red click the rocks.
But that
So
was
in
a Jagex
theory,
thing.
you can left click, you can foot pedal iron ore for like 50k or 40k an hour or something. I don't know, maybe more. And that's without doubling though. That's
Okay.
because if you have doubling, you, like your inventory fills up because you're clicking and dropping on the only the same spot, right?
Yeah.
That's a concept. Like I don't think anyone's gonna do that.
I
I hope
doubt
not, at
anyone
least.
will.
Some people will do it. Some randoms.
It's until someone posts it on Reddit, like, oh guys, this revolutionary, man.
Yeah.
Some things have gone too far with
Yeah.
plugins.
The rune crafting one is pretty nice. Yeah.
It's nice, but
I think Jagex still having that line of this is too far is still a good thing. I'm glad that they didn't just say, okay, yeah, whatever they want gets added to Rune Knight, that's fine. I think still having that element of no, that's like too game breaking is a good thing.
Yeah. Happen because if you put a plugin, it has to be approved by Jagex before being open to the public.
Yeah.
technically it's not getting approved by Jagex, but
Yeah. Roundabout.
it's people that follow the Jagex guidelines that approve them.
I mean, if they're ever unsure, they do pass it on to
Yes, of course.
mods just to say we're unsure on this. What do you think?
I feel like that's the reason a lot of plugins, a lot of very powerful plugins go under the radar because there's no actual Jagex approval unless it's like really questionable. So the 2 or 3 guys that approve the plugins on the plugin hub, they're like, oh, this seems okay. They don't have like a huge perspective, so they're like, oh, okay, this seems okay. I don't see how this could be wrong for anything.
That's like the new VM one is kind of busted because I don't know if any of you, well, I know Owner's seen it, but it predicts the third vent even if it's unchecked.
Based on the percentage and
so
the
you
stats
can,
of the other two.
like, I know, or there's been videos of people checking one vent only, and they don't need to check the others because it predicts them.
Predicts the reset?
It predicts the percentage that they're currently at. So even if it's unchecked, it will say it's between like 75 and 80%.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I understand.
That's fine, apparently.
Yeah. Oh no.
I mean, I feel like just like with skills, there's going to be a certain level of power creep with the plugins still, too. That's kind of how it's been.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really mind that at this point.
There's either gonna be like a huge wipe, which I don't see it happening because once you get used to something good, if that gets taken away from you, it's over. There's anger. People are like mad. No, you removed this. You took this away from me. How could you?
I think that's why there wasn't as much of a hiccup when they put that no unauthorized third-party clients, because they did give a majority of like the things that most people used to you through Rune Knight. So it was like, yeah, we're going to ban you if you use the client, but here's a load of features that you guys have asked for a long time. I think people got quite distracted with that and went, oh, okay, this isn't actually that bad.
Yeah, this is fine.
It's fine. We can add 75% of steroids plugins.
Yeah, it's one of the
Okay.
rare Jagex smart moves I think they did.
Yeah, because it was so like mainstream like before with
Yeah.
people to use that, both PVMers and skillers, so they're not gonna fight it too much.
I think it definitely
or
hit
else it'll be
PVM as
stupid.
harder, but
Yeah. Man,
Yeah,
like the
plugins for
2.0 shit.
everything.
Oh my god.
TOA solver.
yeah, that's another one that still exists.
Right.
How is that? How is that approved? Like it solves the puzzle for you. Literally, you don't have to think at all.
Just rune
But
light things.
thinking is bad, man. As I said
Mm.
earlier, people hate to play the game.
Thinking bad, I want to click blue box.
Yup.
I'm just kind of worried about like this line you were talking about earlier. Like, how is this line gonna change in the upcoming years? Like,
Yeah.
do their priorities change? What is okay now, or like what is not okay now? What's gonna be okay in a couple of years? That's kind of what I'm worried about.
I think with the way that they've done it currently, with just here's a set of guidelines until further notice, this is what they're at, is a good way of handling it. It's very hands off from Jagex. They don't need to review everything on a case by case basis. It's a yes or no sort of situation. And I think the goalposts could move, but it would take a fair amount of people arguing and saying this should be allowed for it to actually happen.
Yeah, I guess.
Pluginscape for the win.
Yeah,
I
some
mean,
people's
we all couldn't
client,
play without plugins. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, it would be crazy getting used to it.
Well,
at this
technically
point.
we could play, but how fun would that be? That's a different
Dude,
story.
When Runelight is down, I'm just not playing, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rune night down, time for the weekly shower.
It's just body online at the time, nobody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
You still see those people that their client looks like they're about to send something into outer fucking space. It's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, shout out artists, you know.
everything's like flashing. They've got like every bit of possible info box turned on.
Rainbow
So-
Raven.
Then Jack's putting their own version of RuneLight in the phone client.
I think they are working on a like enhanced client, but that's still years away from being even close to Rune Knight, and I don't see them until they can offer something equal or better. I don't see them going with a Rune Knight. They just kill the game.
Or they'll just buy RuneLight. And
They
then
can't.
I mean, aren't they already somewhat like partnered?
And they're part of
Well, partnered, yes.
Rune Knight's
Yeah,
in
they're
Dorth. But from my understanding of open source projects, you would need to get the agreement of everyone that has contributed to it to buy it. I might be wrong in that, but that's my understanding of how open source things are handled when it comes to buying and selling them. So anyone that's contributed code would have to agree.
Okay.
I don't see that happening, but no.
no, but they'll find out some other.
Plus, I really
Weird way to
don't
do
see Jagex wanting to take on more work.
Yeah, they don't do any in the first place.
Why would they want to take on more work when they could just leave things how they are and a whole nother effective company handles the client for them?
Yeah.
All they need to do is say yes and no to a few things.
Yeah, they do it for free. Why would I do it?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Unless you Jagex and then you break it unintentionally.
There's this plugin that makes RuneLight look like a discotheque, even with the cursor. Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
the best plugin.
It's
I know a few people that use it to stay awake during comps.
Man.
They're starting to doze off and they just blast their eyeballs out with a Rainbow Rove at 4 a.m.
Can't fall asleep if you're having a seizure.
Yeah, I would not be able to handle that.
Just like do it at DriftNet when there's so many marked tiles going
Oh.
on.
I mean, I would do it if you're a content creator and try to do a method with it for content.
It was
not
good
have
fun at
time.
Abbey
You're
Demons.
down for a whole Max video, you know?
No,
At Mac.
I hate that shit, man.
Get the blindfold plugin and you just black out everything and you just click screen markers. You go ZMI, you just click the altar, click the ladder, click the bank. You just click highlighted stuff. You don't see anything else. The vortex.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that works. Yeah. Man.
Are we happy with the question? Moving on.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be good if we sort of went down the list or up the list. Why don't we go up the list? What are your plans for the coming year and or after 200 mil?
All right, so I guess I'm first. After 200 mil, I never played like consistently enough for 200 mil, so I would never make plans for that. But for the coming year, maybe I can get 200 mil smithing. That's my plan. But who knows? Sometimes I play a lot more. But
What's your XP now?
140.
I
Mil.
mean, that should be doable, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What method? Are you doing gold?
Yeah, I'm on and off with the blast furnace, and then yeah, doing some smithing, and then might go back to doing some drift once I can't do smithing anymore.
Happy max noises.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be done in 1 year. I was hoping to finish next year with the new skill, but I think that's gonna happen since it's gonna be a lot of back and forth as mentioned. So
You're gonna be done
pretty-
in like 1 year from now?
yeah, like
Right.
April.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I'm not like I don't go that fast. I'm just really consistent. I have stuff to do as well, but like that just keeps me more motivated. So like if I just go play more and more, I just burn out easily. But like to be done with rune crafting in a month, then Agi, and I think what I have left: fishing, cooking, and fire making.
Yeah, that's super chill.
That's such a nice end.
I'm biased
Yeah.
towards Naji, but yeah.
But as for after, I don't know. I have other things in mind, like doing a self business after 200 mall, but kind of
Nice.
sucked. It kind of sucks that because I was hoping the new skill would come out like at least early 2024. I think I'm asking too much.
Yeah, that's unlikely.
Yeah, because like my plan was like if that happened, I was gonna leave. I was not gonna touch the skill and just keep scaling without a maxscape until like new methods and everything comes out, and then like everything becomes more cheaper, and then I would like then do the new skill to 200M. But
Yeah, but
I don't know. I guess
that's not
like
happening. So are you gonna
yeah.
go hard for the new skill?
I don't know. I don't think so. I have stuff in mind. Like once I finish, once I get 200 ml before the new skill, I think I'm gonna I'm gonna approach the game a little more different. I mean, I'm gonna do the new skill 200 ml, but I'm not gonna like do it the way I would had it planned before.
You're not gonna go for a better rank.
I would still want to go for like a better rank, of course. I'm happy with top 50. I don't care.
Okay.
Like I can't go for top page. That's too much for me.
Yeah, probably. Even though I think it's gonna be kind of free if you play a little bit.
If
Yeah,
I
it'll
play
be-
a little bit, yeah, but I don't know how this is gonna be approached. That's the thing.
Yeah, it'll be really cool to see. Like, well, I don't know. It might be totally AIDS with account sharing at the same time, but it'll be cool, interesting to see like
I
how
mean,
dramatic it is when the new skill comes out.
I mean, everything can happen because it's a long time, and then like once you're waiting for the like, let's say you already have 200M all in like even the second page, you're like, I don't know, you might start something will happen in life, and then I don't know how would you come back when the new skill comes out. I guess so. I still have faith that I still have confidence I'll get like a really good rank regardless of the way I play with like my new surroundings after I finish 200 all after before the new skill.
Yep. Yeah, there's so many people who are just not coming back, I think, for Tournament Hall, or just do it very casually and just lose ranks.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen eventually, not just the skill, because in the near future, because they're gonna have more skills. So
Yeah,
it's
true.
that's just gonna be.
I think it goes back to what we were saying earlier with the attitudes towards 200 mils now. People are less sort of motivated to spend 16 hours a day than they were sort of 2, 3, 4, even 4 years ago.
Yeah.
It
I
also
do
comes back to
wonder-
the whole like, go on, sorry.
I was gonna say I do wonder how that's changing when ranks aren't set anymore after the
Yeah.
new skill comes out.
I think a lot of people who are saying like, yeah, I'm not coming back, they will come back when like the new skill drops. They will definitely play more than they want to.
It's the strat, so you think
Yeah,
you don't have
It's online
competition, but
games.
suddenly,
suddenly. It's always the
Oh.
same with competitions as well. Everyone's just like, yeah, it's gonna be a casual competition. Then like half
I'll
of
only
the
do a 30.
people who do like a 100 or something.
Yeah. You know, competition like that can really like motivate people a lot more than they
Yeah.
expect, as you
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
Especially if it's people's like first or second competition, they're not really, or they haven't really sort of done one that's like a bigger one. They're not really sure on the atmosphere, and they get into it and they're enjoying it, and all of a sudden they're doing twice as much as they thought they would.
Yep.
well, 200 mil, that's kind of far away from me, like very, very far away, if ever. But coming year, I don't know, just play for fun, do fun methods, try to find new methods at least.
What skill are you doing now?
Right now, I'm doing crafting because I'm turbo broke and I need to make money on the alt. So,
What are you alting?
Rune Dragons, what else?
Oh, damn.
Right
Classic.
back to the old days.
Classic.
Limbs, bro.
This guy pulls like limbs or a bloodshot every other day, I swear to God.
I was busy with construction on the alt this week, but yeah, I have a habit of attracting Rune Dragon uniques, but yeah.
Talented.
Well, for plans, I don't know. Yeah, fun. Maybe get a cool total XP by the end of the year. I'm at half a bill at the moment, so maybe get close to 1 bill. I don't think I can get 1 bill. IRL is important, in my opinion. I can't ignore it completely. And well, fun.
Even with the IRL, you could still get 1 billion with like 0 time skills.
Oh yeah, it just depends what skills he wants to do.
Yeah. Just in the classics, 400k an hour skills. And hit your life when you have the slow ones at the end.
Slow one for last is best, man.
No. That's one way to
Well, I
get
think
depressed.
it depends what slow ones last.
Like-
RC last, mining, gaming.
Ryuk,
That is
did
what like
you,
half the top page did, I feel like. So
What?
yeah.
that or RC left? Or last,
Yeah,
sorry.
like RC last, right?
Yeah.
At least RC is less annoying now.
That's
It's,
less annoying.
yeah, it's slow, sure. I get it if you're doing solos or duos, but it's
still
way
pretty
less annoying
quick,
than it
man.
used to be. What's that?
Even solo is quick. It's over 100k, so it's not like turbo slow.
Yeah,
Mining is slower.
The day out
VM.
is like 1.2k to 200 M now.
Yeah, it's just a shame that that's another 2k hours just to mine the day out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Dayal duo goes pretty hard.
Yeah, it's
It's like
just if you have
what is the XP rate on that again? Is that like
180.
190.
Yeah, 190-ish. That's like insane.
Yeah.
Just mine some Dayal every now and then and do like a couple 190k hours. Skill will fly by.
If you don't have fly fishing and wood cutting, in my opinion.
I'm trying to save those, I think.
gonna be having the forestry update.
I'm hoping to get 5-digit rank in cooking 200 M.
Oh yeah, at this rate you might.
Well, you haven't finished cooking?
No, I'm leaving it for last.
Beast.
Damn.
That's actually beast.
The thing with me is like I like to get the hard skills out of the way.
That's my approach as well.
Yeah, it's like I'm doing rune crafting agility. It's like
But
what most people do at last.
Yeah, but at the end gets so boring, man. If I have to do cooking last, like,
Yeah, I don't know. Like you're already used to do like gatherings and all that, and then when you go back to a viable, it's just like I don't know. It's not
but
the
you're gonna
same.
be so bored, man.
I'm gonna be
At
so
least
bored.
I would be. If I had to do like crafting last, I would probably like take so long to finish because that shit is just so boring.
I feel like no. I feel like because you didn't experience it, like fast kills at the end, you could be relieved in a way. You've got a not relaxing, but a fast kill near the end.
Depends on what fast skills. If I had con and prayer left, then yeah. But if I had crafting and like herbor left, I don't think I would be, because like making money doesn't really do anything as well. So you can't really play alt. So you're just like staring at your inventory, making the potions, or like just only watching YouTube or whatever. I don't think that's, at least for me, it wouldn't work.
I have my methods while doing cooking. For example, bidding carry and golf with your friends.
True.
Brilliant.
Yeah, sure.
VC with the lads.
Anything to keep busy, I guess. Um, Goals for me this year are probably just going to be 200 more crafting and then doing whatever skill hopping method I want to do. Finish woodcutting in January this year. So ever since then, I've just been skill hopping and trying the AFK stuff while working. But my function at work might change, so less boy barrel and more actual skilling, I guess.
Let's go.
Rip.
Nice.
It's just more different now because of the ways you can train like two skills at once. The approach to like doing it single handedly is just not anymore there.
Multi-skilling is definitely a lot more of a thing.
Multi skilling is just now the future. Unfortunately, I don't know. I just prefer doing black chins. I miss that. The content is dead now.
It's probably better to do anything like this like multi-skilling, but I just don't enjoy those methods. So I'll do actual burger methods like Kirby or something.
Kirby is
Man.
so
I
good.
don't really care.
Kirby goes
It's
so hard.
It's
Gotta hit the
enjoyable.
pile big.
I can just play alts while doing it, or like play the iron or anything. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do chins for like a week and burn out forever.
Yeah, that's what you have Driftnet for.
Yeah, but no.
Is it?
I mean, you're not wrong, but I'd rather not.
Well, DriftNet is multi-skilling technically, but it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it. Yeah.
I like multi-skilling, but I can only go so far, right? Like
With multi-skilling, you mean like artifacts
Training-
with fire
Oh.
or something?
artifacts, fire making, artifacts, bake pie.
That's so good, man.
Artifact gems.
Artifact is such a beast method. All the other thieving methods are kind of cringe, in my opinion.
You doing
Bro,
that
just-
on the UAM?
Yeah,
don't
I
like
already,
fire
I already
bonding?
did some. What?
Fire bonding.
Firebond is also nice, but it's like a method that you do for an hour and then you're like, this is kind of like not so fun anymore.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
will
cool
try it.
method, but I don't know. It's pretty hard to do for long periods of time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was thinking of trying it, but I don't know. I don't see myself also doing it for long term.
Yeah.
And then there's Iron Man, where every skilling method is multi-skilling there.
Yup.
Every day they surprise you with new ways how they can multi-skill everything.
Oh, that
It's
hurts
pretty
my
cool
brain.
to see, but
You
it's
go to Abyssal Demons, spellbook swap, Abbey Demons with Ice Barrage, spellbook swap,
and
Demonic
Crystal Halley.
Offering, Crystal Hall is back. Every day gets worse. Blow glass on the way to the catacombs. It's-
Watching watching someone's live stream of like Iron Man Efficient Slayer is literally like it's so Fortnite. It's
Yup.
No, my brain is coming out of my ears when watching that for more than 20 minutes.
And
We
I
shall
remember
name
that
no
I was there
names.
just barraging away, minding my own business, having
Bro,
fun.
I will put on the Prosy and the Venibo and then go for a piss.
Yeah.
I can see why mains hate it, because they don't have to rush any, like they don't have hourlies, they don't have anything, so you don't need to multi-skill anything. You can just do it, like sit at the bank or sit at this one activity and camp it forever. But
Are you gonna focus on the UIM this year, Max?
Yeah, that's my plan, to max the UAM speedrun. And I'm not sure when I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna play a decent amount again, since most of the skilling methods are fairly easy on Ultimate Iron Man. Like Slayer is gonna be, well, it's gonna be somewhat different, but it's definitely not a hard skill, and you can put a lot of hours in it. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish that like within a year from now, and then maybe work on my main account a little bit before the new skill comes out, make some money, and then we go hard for the new skill to claim a single-digit rank, hopefully.
You're gonna go back to Musper to make money.
We don't talk about that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but yeah, I'm sometimes killing some rune dragons on the alt just to like make a little bit of more GP when I have the time.
Do you have like since you've been thinking about this, do you have like a prediction for how much money you would need for the new scale, or do you have like a goal?
top secret.
Nah, I think like
NDA.
having 3 or 4 bill would definitely be a decent amount,
Yeah,
and I don't even
realistic.
think we need it for the new skill. It's more likely that you don't really need money for it, because yeah, people don't like spending money.
Yeah, true.
So I think I'm good on that part, but it's still nice to have some cash at hand.
It can't hurt.
Yeah. But yeah, first Ultimate Iron Man and make YouTube videos. Maybe get like 50k subs on YouTube. I'm closing in on 40 at the moment, so yeah,
Yeah.
going well.
What was I gonna say? After 200 them all, I was thinking like I still have to stick with the alt to make money, because like you said, you never know how much money you have to do for the new skill to save it. But I'm a little concerned because like they mentioned in a scaling is like and sailing is like you're gonna have your own boat, which kind of gives me like POH vibes. So I don't know if it's gonna be like very expensive.
Oh, I
Nah.
really hope it's not just con on about.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think
They
I was
already
thinking
said
that.
they already said that it's not gonna be like construction on a boat. I think what could work for that is just that you can find or gather like parts of ships while you're out at the ocean to upgrade your own ship. Like stuff like that is probably just gonna
RNG goals.
be the way. Not really RNG,
Oh,
but maybe
no.
you do like a quest or something that they add with sailing, and then you can upgrade your boat to get like a new cannon or whatever. And it's not gonna be like construction for boats.
Fair enough.
But yeah, your goals, Ask,
I
or plans?
main goal is just to keep going at the pace I am. I'm
Keep moving forward.
really enjoying the game as of late. Just keeping doing what I'm doing. I got mining, which I'm hopefully should be done probably September-ish time. I've been really enjoying SEP. I haven't done as much as I want because I've been prioritizing mining, but I've done little bits here and there and have been really enjoying learning that.
What's the XP at for agility?
I think I'm like 30 mil. Yeah, 29 mil.
Okay, still a long way to go though.
Yeah, I've done. I get like an hour here and there, and it's like, okay, I've got an hour free. I'll go do an hour of SEP. So I've been sort of. It's a big learning curve. I think it will definitely be something that's better when I'm doing more than just an hour here and there. Just trying to find methods I enjoy and keep going. prep for the new skill where I can, and debate whether I want to do just 99 on release so I get the max cape back, or if I want to just drop whatever I'm doing at the time and send the 200 mil. I think that'll depend when it releases and where I'm at, because currently I work from home, so I have the ability to like VM during work, which is great for the XP.
What weeks are you doing most part? Like 50s, 60s?
50, 60, depending on if I
Nice.
have like a day out or not. I'm gonna be flatlining for most of next month because I'm on my honeymoon, but
Oh yeah.
gotta keep the wife happy.
Yup.
She puts up with me playing this much, so I gotta do some stuff for her.
Respect.
It must be nice having someone who supports what you like to do.
Yeah, she's very good with that. She's never like we've been quite open with it, and I've said like if it gets to a point where you think it's too much, say, and we can talk about it. So far she's never said that, so I think we're good. It's like during some of the comps, I'll meal prep and she'll just chuck it in the microwave for me and bring it to me, which is very, very nice. Oh, I think we got one more question. It's kind of similar to the last one, but what have you been enjoying, or what are you looking forward to doing? Both sort of scaling related or PVM related or whatever.
IRL maybe.
Yeah, even IRL.
Well, I kind of
Want to go down
already
the list? Or, sorry.
yeah,
yeah,
you
good
start
then.
then. You can start.
I'm really looking forward to going away for the 2 weeks, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that sounds
I
nice.
don't feel like I have to play every day, but I feel like I want to play. I'm really addicted again at this point. I still have like evenings off. I still work out multiple times a week and go for runs and go out, but I still play as much as I can. But I think having those 2 weeks away is going to be super nice, just to say, okay, I don't need to worry about anything at all. I can just mute everything and like detox a bit and hopefully come back to it still really
Just gonna
want to
be
play.
burnt after those 2 weeks.
Nah,
never seen
that
again.
ain't me, man.
Yeah, I know.
Drumstick.
Yeah. I really enjoy being consistent. I trying to find things that sort of entertain me and make me want to keep going.
Yup.
What about you, Max?
Well, I kind of said most things already. I'm just very excited for my Ultimate Iron Man speedrun series, and yeah, that's gonna be like the majority of my time this year that I spent on that and editing and stuff like that. And for IRL, I don't really do that much IRL in terms of like going out and stuff. I most of my days are just me waking up, going to the gym, go to the PC, do some streaming, do some playing on the UAM or some interior crafting, and then just like in the evenings, just troll a little bit, do some podcasts maybe, and so yeah, for IRL, I just like gym goals, I guess, just gain some more weight. I'm currently bulking. I'm at like 84 kilos, and I'm not sure if I want to go to 90 right now or do like a little mini cut for summer, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm kind of just living the life right now. I'm very happy and don't really need anything else IRL.
Really nice to hear.
Yeah, I'm chilling. What about you, owner?
Well, I kind of want to fix my IRL situation. I don't want to go to specifics about it, but it's what it's fun being in it in a way, but it's also not fun being in it in a way. You feel like you're wasting your time, but
I mean, if you're having fun,
I'm having fun, yeah. But
yeah.
it's also to the point where you have to take action, right? So I'm looking forward to fixing that as soon as possible. But well, what I'm enjoying, playing the game. Yeah, that distracts me a lot, and it's nice. Yeah, if anything happens, I just click pixels and my mind drifts away. Maybe I start working out. I don't know. It's something I've been looking to do a lot lately, but
Yeah, you definitely should, man. We have a lot of people in here that can help you out, so
the
don't be
gym.
shy to ask.
Gym channel is a great place to be.
A lot of gorgeous gamers.
It's very supportive. I was kind of surprised by well, coming from how toxic some areas of the community can be, and I was very sort of happy and surprised with how sort of everyone, no matter what, is quite very supportive with like the gym and exercise and food and all of that. It's very nice to see.
So yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm, I should probably do the same. During COVID, I went out for walks like every other day. Not every day because then my knees would try to explode themselves. Every other day for like an hour and a half was really nice. That kind of faded away when I started working, but I kind of want to start again. Um, Things I'm looking forward to are changing my job position because I want to go to a teaching position for like all the new people. Kind of set that in motion last week, so that's really exciting. And then as for the game, getting close to 1 bill XP, which is nice, and then top 1K app. And that's pretty much it.
Decent.
All right, Sal, it's your turn.
Pretty much. I don't know. Just keep enjoying the game. Like I don't see myself leaving this game after turning them all. I'll just do PVM for casual. Just like
Collection log, no way.
well, I'll just do pets and collection log. I want to get like favorite pets first, then collection log too. As for gym, I'm currently bulking, and I'm like fighting between 83 to 84 kilos. I've gained 6 kilos though, so I was like,
Yeah, same.
initially I was like 76 kilos, but I know I can do more. I can squeeze more out of
How
my
tall are you?
exercise. I'm 5'11".
In normal numbers, please.
Uh,
What is that
yeah,
like?
Like
What is it?
170
like
or something.
170. Yeah,
170, really?
5'11" is
Five.
180.
180.
180.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I
180.
don't know how to
Okay.
say it. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, like for example, I don't know, like I know I can integrate low intensity cardio for my rest days. I just didn't. I just don't find the ways to put it in my scheduling, and focus on my self business. I have other plans, other people to do business with, and yeah, pretty much. Like I mostly work at home and then go to the office, like get the meetings and all that. I pretty much don't have a fixed area to work on because I'm always pretty much on the move. But yeah, I don't see myself leaving this game. Besides, but what else? Oh yeah, I'm gonna focus also on an FPS. After trying them all, because I come from I have a background on FPS competitive, so yeah, I
Didn't
have
even know
other
that.
yeah.
What game did you play then?
What game I played before?
Yeah.
The game called Team Fortress 2.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, there's videos on it on YouTube.
Medic.
Yeah, there's videos on it, like my casts and all that. But yeah, I want to go like play, put a little more time on that to play with like friends and all that. Like focus on the game, but also focus on getting pets and collection log with alts, making money to prepare the new skill. But yeah, pretty much it. I'm enjoying the game.
Yeah. I guess been enjoying smithing a little bit in game recently. I took like a month break from RS, like probably like a month ago now, because I was like, I don't know, I just needed like a mindset reset on it. But yeah, I've been enjoying chilling with the boys and doing some smithing and stuff recently, and yeah, IRL, uh, uh, like I guess gym related, like past year, I've just been a lot more into like doing cardio than I used to be, because I used to be like only more like normal lifting, but mostly been doing just like exclusively cardio because I wanted to lose 30 pounds, which I did. And so, uh, gonna try to incorporate a little more lifting, I think, and then potentially might go back, go back, back to school. Not unsure, but yeah, that's where we're at.
You're focusing on cardio or lifting right now?
Yeah, yeah. For the past year, been doing pretty much only cardio because I never used to do it, and then I really wanted to lose weight, and now I'm trying to get both going instead of like only cardio. Yeah.
I've
Alright,
also
thank you.
been really enjoying running. I live in a really busy city, so I try to go sort of first thing in the morning, and I can run down by the river, and it's just super fucking peaceful. And it's so nice.
Walking in the morning is nice indeed.
Yeah.
Like there's barely any traffic if you do it very early. So
We're talking about
This-
fasting.
the sun isn't up, so just walk or run, whatever
Yeah.
you want
Wait,
to do.
are we talking about like fasting cardio?
No, just going for a run. I'm sort of starting to get back in. I used to run cross country, and then stopped probably about 10 years ago, and started running again a couple of months ago, and it was a shock to the system, to say the least. The day after my first run, I was hobbling around like an old man. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, I used to do high intensity but cardio, but man, I can't do it longevity. So I stick with low intensity. It's more time consuming versus hit, but it's better in the long term.
Yeah, I mean, definitely as far as just like consistently burning calories, I feel like medium to low intensity is kind of where it's at. Yeah. but but like I've experimented with running a little bit, but I haven't been as consistent with it as I have been with like just like you know, like consistent medium speed like walking and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But
any exercise is gonna help out. It's just
for
a
sure.
little bit here and there and trying to be consistent with it. I think I've missed one workout in 7 months now.
Nice. That's great.
Done 3 a week for, yeah, so I think it's about 7 months now. Hearing you guys say that you're gonna bulk to 80, 90, and I'm sitting here at 90 already is kind of, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
I used to be like 60 kilos, man, when I started working out.
Yeah, is I've like gained muscle but stayed the same weight, so it's like, okay, I guess I'm of getting rid of one thing and gaining another. So
Most people, what I was gonna say is most people don't realize that working out also helps your body and mind.
yeah,
Oh
Like
yeah, the
we're talking
mind is
about,
I
huge.
feel
Yeah.
so much
because
better.
we're talking about like long-term goals, like even at RuneScape goals, basically, because it keeps you like more disciplined mind, basically.
I really look forward to it. At the start, I was like, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be into this, but now it's like, oh, okay, it's Wednesday, it's workout day. I finish work at 5, and I'm like, okay, it's time to work out, and I really look forward to it. Which I was kind of surprised that I would be really excited to go and exercise, but I do. and even dragging my ass out of bed at 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning to go for a run, I really
Nice.
enjoy it, and it's peaceful.
Yeah. Basically, maximizing a healthy life just grants you too many possibilities and accomplish anything. And what I've learned is from working on and training till fatigue has helped me mentally with stress, and then prolong and enjoy my goals in RuneScape, and even in real life, obviously. It became like a lifestyle years ago.
So I think that was the last question that we had down. I do have a few announcements. So, upcoming Omnia event wise, we do have a competition coming up. So I've just put the tweet out now, but it will be the 16th to the 18th of June. So it's a few months away. Standard 72-hour EHP competition. The draft and captains are all to be announced depending on how many signups. If you're interested, DM any of the leaders, and we can help sort that out. We will be doing scaling. If you do think you'll require that, please let whoever you let know that you want to join that you will probably need scaling, and we can arrange that close to the time. Yeah, I'm not sure if there are any questions that people have seen or have.
Let's see a question in chat.
Oh yeah. What do you think the easiest and hardest 6-hour records to beat are? And do any of you care for records?
Ooh.
That's really hard.
I feel like some of the most competitive ones is maybe like mining and woodcutting are some of the most like sought after ones that I always see people consistently go for. But
I think those are like the most quote unquote prestigious records.
Yeah, like I know woodcutting. This might change post the forestry thing, but it's like basically just entirely down to RNG at this point. Like people getting the best 1.5 record.
Yeah, well, even mining could be affected.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to say because at the end of the day, it's a live game, which is also a good thing because well, if a 6 hour stays up forever, it could be demotivating for some people because hey, what's the point in trying this if it has to be perfect RNG to get like those doublings, like the double.
Yeah.
About Slayer, because it depends on the task they give you.
Well, the Slayer 6-hour currently is unbeatable.
Yeah.
So
It's all Zuck.
No,
Wait,
it's
what is the
Smokes.
Slayer 6-hour now?
It's Smokes still.
Oh, from Bailey.
Yeah, partner Slayer.
Yeah.
That I don't see being beaten unless the new task comes out that's insane XP an hour.
Yeah.
The
Okay, new
sailing
prayer.
player, yeah.
Or what about the new prayers? Like help? No, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say the metabolism prayer. That's gonna buff mining if that
Yeah,
like comes into the game. So the mining 6-hour will be broken.
There's been
with
a few videos about it.
Yeah.
Running around with
purple sweets.
Purple sweets and metabolize. Yeah. Expensive, interesting.
Yeah, but for 6-hour, like 40 mil or something.
Very viable.
Yep. I feel like the interest in 6 or records, be them 6 hours or more, is also a lot. I wouldn't say a lot less, but it's been a lot more like narrowed down to, as you said, woodcutting and mining.
Yeah.
And like obviously the RC 6-hour, was it 6-hour?
Yeah.
On the day got beaten recently.
Everything got beaten, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Zeem did
the month as well.
Yeah, the month.
And Zunkra did all the other records.
I think there are some more, I wouldn't say free, but easier ones to get. Especially, well, I mean, the Slayer, for example, definitely can be beaten. Not the 6 hour, but the day and week. It just needs someone to put the hours
Really?
in. But yeah,
Damn.
I mean, I did the day with like half an hour logged out and without the TOA buff.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, being entirely honest, records aren't really something that I overly care about.
I never really cared for records. I do think they are cool, but I will never go for them myself.
Yeah, I wanted to beat my personal day. And
you definitely did, I think.
yeah, I finished the first 6 hour and decided to log out and go for a sandwich and come back, and I had a message from someone in the clan saying, "You're on pace for rank 1 day, why aren't you logged in?" So I logged back in and finished out the day and got the record.
Nice.
But like, the TOA shield is a 5% increase. You could have played better. Like, I think if I hadn't have logged out and had waited for that, I probably would have gotten maybe 100k over the
Nice.
previous record. So
I guess it's beatable then.
you just need the points.
Yeah.
I think I spent 7k points on the day.
Nice.
1,000 of them were between 2 tasks. It was, yeah,
That's
I was
insane.
not having a good time.
Well, there are a lot of open 6 hours, I think. Cooking has been active lately by 2 or 3 people, saying, "Hey, I can one up you. I can beat it again," and they take it from each other.
That was fun to watch. That was a bit back and forth between a few people.
There's also bank standards, which I don't know if Herblur can be taken further.
They love to introduce new pots, so I could see that.
It's who can handle the most one ticking the pots.
It's one ticking. New potions don't really do anything if they're not one tickable.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think agility is pretty much impossible to beat.
It was taken away and he took it back.
Yeah, like right now it's impossible to beat it, I think.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking demon.
Yeah.
Personal for 6 hours myself, not for records. I would like to do personal records, like personal 6 hours or months or weeks. That could be interesting for me to have, like, hey, I can do this, can improve on this. But I feel like the 6 hour records some of them have gone too far, and I don't think I will ever even come close to them, even if I tried. Then there's the skills that constantly will change, soon, with cutting, mining.
I think going for personal records is something I think a lot people are a lot more motivated to do.
And then there's meme 6 hours. And there's the farming 6 hour, which last time I saw someone post a 6 hour farming, a good meme done. Because of the minimal app you get out of it. But
yep.
Or fletching 6 hours, which is
Hex's moment.
You did get quite a good video out of that, though.
Man.
Well, depends on the updates. If updates enable 6 hours, competitive 6 hours, they cap out easily. They have capped out, I think, most of them.
Yeah.
Except the meme ones.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. I don't see any other questions. This will get posted to the Omnia YouTube channel whenever I manage to upload it this evening. Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you for listening.
Yeah, see you guys.
Yeah.
See you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Shout out to the Scran Clan.
Shout out to Perry.
Shout out Wizard.